In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NBA matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We start with San Antonio against Charlotte, and this line tells you everything you need to know about market respect. San Antonio laying 4 on the road is not a position of strength. It's a number built on brand and perception. While the data shows Charlotte covering this number more often than not, the market is pricing this as a competitive game that stays within 1 or 2 possessions deep into the fourth, and that's exactly the profile we want when grabbing points. We're taking Charlotte plus 4.5 on the total. This number is sitting in a range where efficiency drops late and the value leans to the under, as both teams are more likely to trade empty trips late rather than push pace. We're pairing that with under 226. Next up is Indiana versus Atlanta, and this is a classic short spread trap for the public. Atlanta being shaded as the favorite invites casual money, but the cover probability favors Indiana, especially in a game expected to stay tight wire to wire. Indiana plus 1.5 is the side that benefits most from late game variance and free throw noise. We're taking Indiana plus 1.5. The total is inflated for a game the market expects to slow late, and the numbers show a slight edge to points staying under the number. We're riding under 32.5. Now we go to New Orleans against Philadelphia, and this is a pure number play. Philadelphia laying double digits looks dominant on paper, but the expected value tells a different story. New Orleans plus 10 has the better cover profile, and this is exactly the type of game where the favorite can control the scoreboard without separating enough to justify the spread. We're taking New Orleans plus 10. The total sits in a neutral zone, but the late game profile favors fewer possessions and a grinded out finish. We're backing under 232. Chicago against Miami is next, and this is one of my favorite types of spots. Miami laying 5 at home is a tax number, not a trust number, and the value clearly sits with the points. Chicago plus 5.5 benefits from both cover probability and game script, especially if this stays close into the fourth. We're taking Chicago plus 5.5. The total is a touch high for how this matchup projects late, and the numbers lean toward points coming off the board in crunch time. We're locking in under 236. Then we've got Minnesota versus Memphis, and this is another situation where the market is over-rewarding the favorite. Minnesota laying 7 looks clean, but Memphis plus 7.5 sits on the better side of the cover probability. This projects as a competitive game where the margin never really stretches far enough to justify the chalk. We're taking Memphis plus 7.5. On the total, the over shows the better expected value, with both teams projecting into scoring runs rather than a full slowdown. We're going over 228. And finally, Dallas against Houston, and this one is sneaky. Houston is priced as the clear superior team, but Dallas plus 11 is a big cushion in a game where the market expects competitiveness longer than the scoreline suggests. This is a classic backdoor cover setup, and we're taking Dallas plus 11. The total also shows value to the upside, with scoring efficiency projected to stay consistent across all 4 quarters. We're riding over 220. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. Quick recap before we get out of here. We're on Charlotte plus 4.5 and under 226, Indiana plus 1.5 and under 232.5, New Orleans plus 10 and under 232, Chicago plus 5.5 and under 236, Memphis plus 7.5 and over 228, and Dallas plus 11 with over 220. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, We bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!